Bisa kita mulai. Ini nanti
Recording in progress.
materi kita disampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris, keinginannya kalian. Baik, yang Bapak share sudah terlihat?
Sudah, Pak.
Sudah,
Sudah,
Pak.
Pak.
Oke. eh ini ada yang dari luar luar negeri nggak? Atau pesertanya dari Indonesia semua?
Kemarin ada yang dari luar negeri, Pak. Jadi maybe that will better in English.
In English. Oke, oke. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name Kusuma Adianto from University of Lampung. Yeah. Now I will explain about climate change education and local adaptation. Uh, okay, the first, what is about climate change? Climate change is long-term shift in temperature and weather pattern. So it's mean change in weather that we now mainly caused by human activities, especially burning fossil fuel. Yeah, there's car or industry. So causing an increase in greenhouse gas like CO3 and CH, methane or nitrogen. The evidence of climate change. Now we can rising global temperature. So we can Okay, I'm sorry. The signal is not stable in here. Okay, now we continue. The evidence of climate change, we can see the rising of global temperature, ya, melting glacier and polar ice. So this is cause of rising sea level, and then increased frequency of extreme weather event. The climate change have impact in global and local impact. So if we see the global, the more frequent of intense natural disaster, food and water insecurity, yeah, displacement of people, yeah, ecosystem disruption and species extinction. This is a global impact of climate change. And then we can see the local impacts. The first local impact is coastal flooding and saltwater interaction. Longer drought season, and then crop failure and reduce livestock productivity. And we see the health risk, stroke, vector-borne disease, and many disease that we can see now. So why climate change education is matter? The first, this is have a message to you and everybody in the world now. Yeah, they want to know about education matter. Will build awareness and scientific understanding. We need understanding to the people that climate change. This is the situation that we adaptation, because we can stop the change of climate now, and then encourage responsibility behavior and sustainable living, then prepare individual and communities to adapt and mitigate it. You as a student now have a task to empower you as agent of change. So this is why climate change education is matter to you to know and to spread the knowledge to many people in the world. And then the goal of climate change education, the first, give knowledge, yeah, to people to understand climate system and impact, and then develop critical thinking and problem solving skills, promote sustainable practices and relations, and foster global of citizenship. Nah, the goals we have for education, the climate change, we have four, yeah, maybe more than for the goals, but this is the important point to you to know and to spread the knowledge to people in the village. Okay, so who? Uh, the target of climate change education. The first, of course, we are the student and educator. Yeah, you as a student, we as educator is the target of education of climate change, and then policymaker and community leader. This is like in Indonesia like a pejabat ya, policy maker. They want to make a policy that will have a climate change education. Community leaders like LSM, NGO, yeah, or some of community. Okay, I'm sorry, the signal is not good. Okay, we continue. Who is the target of the climate change education? The first, of course, we are as a student and educator. And then the second, policymaker and community leader. And the third, farmer, fisher, and rural communities. And the fourth, the general public. uh, so we can know that the target is all of the people to education of climate change. Climate change, we can to do with formal education, yeah, like school, yeah, and then okay, we can continue approach to climate change education. We have a point about approach to climate change education. The first, of course, with formal education. Formal education like school curriculum and teacher training. So we can input the climate change education to curriculum at the school. The first, we can training the teacher to know about climate change and then they spread to the student. The second, informal education. Informal education, we can share with community workshop and public campaigns. Who is like NGO? I state the first, and another community that they have a concern to climate change education. And then the third, we have a experiment experiential learning. So this is about field trip, simulation, and action project. This is like experimental school. So learning by doing like this. And then the next, the challenge of climate change education, the lack of resources of teacher training. Why this is? So no many teacher, no many people know about climate change education. But this is our challenge, yeah, to have much teacher or much people to know about climate change and then they spread to another people in school or in community. And then the second challenge is political and social resistance. So our public policymaker, they do not know about climate change. So this is have impact many people resistant about our doing to climate change education. And then the third, scientific complexity and misinformation. The people in our citizen, our neighbor or our friends, they do not know about climate change. So this is our challenge to give the information. So we have one mission, one vision, how how give the education about climate change in formal or formal format. And then law public engagement or climate fatigue. This is a challenge in climate education. And then next, this is why should KKN student care about climate change education? Why? So this is a gift to you, to all of you, to know about climate change education. The first reason, cause you live among the community, yeah. We are the community. So this is and then the second, you are agent of education and change. You like a young people, yeah. So we have many hope to you to give the education and change in the next future about climate change. And then KKN, KKN is the opportunity to build environmental awareness with a small people, start with small people, start from the village, we to build environmental awareness. Yeah, we can start to big people, but we can start with the little people to know about climate change. This is why climate change give to KKN student. Uh, we hope you, all of you, can share to the people in the village, yeah, how to climate change in small community. And then what is it? The goal of climate change education in village. Uh, to address the challenge posed by climate change, the first crucial step is to raise local awareness about its tangible and increase evident impact, such as prolonged drought, flooding, and shifting planting season. This awareness serves as a vital foundation to fostering collective concern and prompting real action. In addition, communities must be encouraged to adopt eco-friendly habits, such, such as reducing the use of single-use plastic, conserving energy and water, and supporting sustainable agricultural practices. This effort not only help preserve environmental balance, but also promote a more responsibility lifestyle toward the planet. At the same, it is essential to provide concrete support to to farmer, to help them adapt to the changed climate. The support can include training, access to eco-friendly technology, accurate weather information, and policies that protect vulnerable groups by combining awareness, positive behavioral change, and adaptive support. Rural community can build greater resilience in the face of ongoing climate change. The next, this is a local impact of climate change in village. Climate change brings a range of seriously consequences that directly affect a rural community. One of the most immediate impact is crop failure, which lead to lower household income for farming family who rely heavily on agriculture to their life. Alongside this, the scarcity of clean water become a growing concern, particularly during prolonged dry season or droughts make daily life and hygiene more difficult. The health of villagers is also at risk. A changing climate condition contribute to a rise in disease, such as dengue fever and respiratory infection, especially in vulnerable population. Moreover, extreme weather event can cause significant damage to critical infrastructure, such as road and irrigation system, for further hampering economic activity and access to essential service. Together, this issue highlight the urgent need for climate adaptation and resilience strategy at the community level. So, we have a simple action and big impact. This is why KKN student must know about climate change. Promoting environmental sustainability at the village level requires practical and community-based initiative. One effective approach is to educate residents about the importance of waste sorting and reduction, helping them understand how to separate recyclable, organic, and recyclable material to minimize environmental pollution. Additionally, tree planting and village greening effort can enhance local air quality, provide shade, and reduce the effect of urban heat island. Villagers can also be empowered to produce compost or ecoenzyme from organic water, turning kitchen scrap into valuable resources for agriculture and gardening. Another impactful practice is the creation of biopore holes, which improve water absorption into the soil and help prevent flooding while enriching groundwater reserve. This collective action not only foster environmental stewardship, but also build resilience against the adverse effect of climate change. And next, how we to educate the community in the village. To educate community in a village, so the first point is communication. Effective communication is essential when engaging villagers in climate action, environmental education. Using simple and familiar local language ensure that messages are easily understood by everyone. Regardless of their educational background, it's also important to involve local leaders as young people in the process. So this is why we need young people, as they can act as influential role model and help spread awareness more widely. Incorporating visual aid, short video, or live demonstration can make complex concept more relate and easier to grasp. Equally important is creating a two-way dialogue. Facilitator should focus not just on delivering information, but also on listening to villager, concern, idea, and experience to build trust and encourage active participation. This is how to educate our community. So as a student of KKN, we can make the trend of like tagline or theme. Some theme like 3R, wastewater management training, reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is for example. To promote climate awareness and sustainability at the grassroots level, farmer or people in the village can be engagement through hand-on, inclusive activity, conducting 3R, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Waste management training help residents adopt better waste practices. And then tree planting event not only green the village, but also foster a sense of environmental responsibility. Compost making session with mothers or farmers group empower them to turn organic waste into valuable fertilizer, supporting local agriculture. And then for children, climate theme can we do storytelling like games make learning fun and meaningful. Ensure that the message of environmental care reach all age group in the community. So this is a example the themes of KKN activity that you can do in the village. So this is like more assignment to you when you KKN in the village. And then uh, we can collaborate with village stakeholder. Who is this is effective climate change at the village level require a collaborative, inclusive, and context-sensitive approach. One of the most critical strategies to engage and work directly with various community stakeholders who hold influence and trust within the local setting. This include village head, ya, lurah atau kepala desa, youth organization, farmer group, and women association. Village head play a pivotal role as gatekeeper and decision maker, helping to mobilize resources and legitimate climate initiative within the community. Youth group bring energy, innovation, and long-term commitment, making them essential allies for promoting behavioral change and sustaining environmental effort. Farmer, as land steward, are directly impacted by climate variability and are vital partner in implementing land-based solutions such as sustainable agriculture, composting, and water conservation practices. Women, often the primary caretaker of household and active member of community life, offer unique perspective and capacity for action, particularly in area related to food security, waste management, and health. To ensure that climate initiatives are successful, it is essential not to impose generic solution. Instead, proposed action should be carefully designed to meet the actual need, aspiration, and availability resource of each local community. This means conducting participatory assessment, listening to community voice, and co-developing strategies that are both realistic and empowering. When climate action are rooted in the local reality and guided by the wisdom and involvement of community members, they are more likely to be accepted, implemented, and maintained over time. Ultimate, such a bottom-up partnership-driven approach lead not only to environmental benefit but also to strength community resilience and ownership to the climate agenda. So this is why we need to collaborate with stakeholder. And then we have to learn what is the climate adaptation. Adaptation in the context of climate change. Climate change adaptation refer to process of adjusting to actual or expected climate effect in order to reduce harm or exploit beneficial opportunity. It involves taking proactive steps to minimize the negative impact of climate variability and extreme weather events, while enhancing relation in communities, ecosystem, and economic. Unlike mitigation, with focus on reducing the cause of climate change, such as greenhouse gas emission, adaptation focus on managing the consequences that are already occurring or anticipated. Practical example of adaptation strategy. The first, a drought or resistant crop. One of the most effective agriculture adaptation strategies is the introduction and cultivation of drought-resistant crop varieties. These crops are genetically designed or selectively bred to thrive in low weather conditions, ensuring food security in regions increasingly affected by prolonged dry spell or irregular rainfall. This approach supports farmers in maintaining yield even when water resources are scarce. And the second, for example, is early warning system. Another critical adaptation measure is the establishment of early warning system for extreme weather events such as flood, heat wave, and storm. The system uses technology, weather data, and community network to provide timely alert and guidance, allowing people to take preventively action, reduce risk, and save life and property. Early warning systems are especially vital in disaster-prone area where vulnerable population might have limiting coping mechanism. Together, these and other adaptation practices help communities withstand the shock of changed climate while building long-term relation. Effective adaptation depend on local knowledge, inclusive planning, and supporting policies that empower community to take charge of their own sustainable future. And it is the same. Okay, the next, the participatory approach. The first, we can introduce this is integrating local knowledge. Highly the value of indigenous and traditional practices. Discuss blending local wisdom with scientific method for better outcomes. And then uh, climate resilience agriculture. In response to climate variability, especially in rural and farming communities, adopting a specific farming technique can significantly improve resiliences. This technique not only help mitigate the effect of drought and flood, but also enhance productivity and soil health. The K technique, drought flood resistant crop varieties. There are crop types that have been developed or selected for their ability to survive in extreme weather. Example, in India, drought tolerance permitted and flood tolerant rice varieties have improved yield in arid and flood prone region respectively. And the second, crop rotation. Altering crop seasonality help maintain soil fertility and reduce pest and disease cycle. Example, in Kenya, rotating maize with legume like cowpea has improved soil nitrogen level and increased food security. And the third, raised bed. Elevating planting row prevent water lodging and improve root irrigation in flood-prone area. For example, in Bangladesh, vegetable farmer use raised bed to protect crop from monsoon flooding. This is a raised bed. Intercropping, planting 2 or more crop in the same field. For example, maize and bean. Enhance biodiversity and reduce risk. Example, in Ethiopia, this is a region with hot weather. Maize bean intercropping improve yield and provide food diversity for smallholder farmer. Many example that in Bangladesh, India, Philippines, many technique we can improve to agriculture resilience. In agroforestry, so we can do about adaptation climate, implementing practices such reforestation, agroforestry, and soil conservation bring multi-phase environmental and socio-economic benefit. The key benefit is soil stabilization. Vegetative cover from tree and grasses reduce soil erosion by wind and water, protecting topsoil and preventing landslide. Example, in Rwanda, agroforestry and hillside terracing project have significantly reduced erosion and sedimentation in the rivers. We have more example in Bali. We have 3 strata in agriculture, terracing the land that farmer implemented in Bali. The same with in Rwanda. And then the second, improve water retention. Healthy soil with organic matter and plant root hold water better. improving drought resilience and groundwater recharge. Example, in Nepal, community managed forests have enhanced water stability and maintenance stream flow even the dry season. And then the third, biodiversity support, reforesting degraded land and promoting mixed species. Planting create habitat for wildlife and protect pollinator. Example, in Costa Rica, ecological corridor restores through reforestation connect fragmented habitat and protect endangered species. Ya, for example, successful in Indonesia, ya, in Indonesia, community forest restoration. In Java and Sumatra, local communities have restored degraded forest area with support from NGO and government. This effort increased biodiversity, boosted income through NTVF, ya, non-timber forest production. This is not a forest product, and reduce disaster risk from landslide and flood. This is in Indonesia, we have to do this forest restoration. In Filipina, rainforestation program is replacing monoculture tree farm with native species, has improved forest resilience and support rural livelihood. This is for agroforestry and reforestation. And then the third is coastal ecosystem protection, restoration of mangrove reef, natural buffer. So real world example where coastal protection is reduce losses. And the last of our slide is explain of diversified livelihood. Diversifying livelihood is a key strategy to reduce the vulnerability and rural communities to climate change. Alternative income sources such as aquaculture, agroforestry, and ecotourism offer economic stability, environmental benefit, and social empowerment. Why it's matter? Climate risks often affect single resources livelihood like rain and feed agriculture. Income diversification spread risk, ensure years round earning, and support recovery from climate shock. Key alternative livelihood option, aquaculture, provide a stable source of protein and income, even when crop fail due to drought or flood. Ya, example in Bangladesh, integrated rice and fish farming has enhanced food security and income among smallholder. Agroforestry, ya, combine tree and crop livestock for long-term productivity and ecological benefit. For example, set of nitrogen fixation. Ya, in Indonesia, interplanting greenfield tree with maize improve soil fertility and offer timber income. And the third, ecotourism. Promote conservation while generating revenue through nature-based tourism. Example, in Indonesia, ya, Wakatobi Island community lead marine ecotourism provide income while protective coral reef. So how this to reduce climate risk? Okay, uh, ladies and gentlemen, our student, this is a little explanation about how or why climate change education is important point to give to you. This is to our world life more better. Okay, I mean, I think the time will be the end. The last, any question from you? Okay, please.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
Fatina Nur Aziza.
Sorry. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. My name is Fatina Nuraliza from ITERA. What I'm trying to ask is that what do you think about, like, we as a student is always like we gain so many exposure to know about climate change and how does it impact for our local community or the world. However, we knew that there's issue in Indonesia, in Raja Ampat, especially like the government of the or the policy impact is the one or is the actor, is one of the actor who destroy the world or like who increase the impact of climate change. So what do you think about it, sir? Thank you.
Okay, about the new issue in Raja Ampat, yeah. Uh, I'm speechless. No comment. This is why we to educational the policymaker, yeah. Cause we don't know about climate change. They do anything uh, uh to environment risk, ya, rusak semuanya. So this is why the first I told you to how educational climate change ini the target. The one of target is policymaker. So uh, if they do not knowledge about climate change, so this is it's happen. Uh, is environment broken? So they do they do think about it. This is just money, money, and money gitu. So we are the people. What we can say now? Just berdoa katanya. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe this is not a good answer, but this is the reason why the climate change educational is the one the important point to know to all of the people, so we can live in better world next. Yeah, I'm sorry, Fatina. So saya juga kecewa gitu loh. Oke, thank you. Next ya, Muhammad Hamzah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Prof.
Yes.
I want to ask about local language. As we know, local language will speed up the communication process. Uh, what I know, in Pahawang, they use bahasa Lampung. And then, what about in Giri Mulyo or Pahawang? Uh, many people Jawa at there. So, what local language they use, and if we not don't know about Java or Lampung to communicate with local people, how about more effective communication for them? Thank you, Prof.
Okay. Eh, KKN in Lampung, ya. Why I say about local language to a simple communication. But we know, ya, in Indonesia, nah, this is a challenge of international KKN. In Indonesia, we have many language, ya. In Lampung, you must know, in Lampung we have maybe more 20 region with 20 language style. So this is a challenge to us how to spread the information to them. Nah, in English, oh, I think they do not about English. Maybe or Indonesia, some of the people, I think they know about Indonesian. So the first Indonesian language is, I think, more simple to explain about the topic to the people. And then if they do not now, so this is a challenge in Indonesia. Yeah, more language is more problem, but this is unity in diversity. This is a challenge of us to spread the information to them. Uh, the strategic is, so yeah, this is not a apa short educational, yeah. This is a long educational, yeah. So with you KKN in maybe 1 month, yeah. This is a to stimulus they to understand first. So I think a little we give the people, we can see next time, not now. So just doing better to the people with as you want to, as you can do. Ya, Muhammad Hamzah. I think this is we cannot the impact in short term. Ya, so change the social, the apalagi budaya. It is change of social is more long term. Thank you. And then Afnan.
Yes, thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Kusoma. Since we are talking about climate change, I want to know how can we respect local people knowledge and also teach about climate change? How can we mix between both?
Okay. uh, about educational climate change, uh, we can do everything in the village, but they, as I say, this is uh, not a short time. Yeah, this is a long time process. So I think we know lah, we know lah. uh, KKN student in the village just a practices to communicate to the people, yeah, to give example to the people, yeah, and then the third maybe to motivate the young people in the village that they want to know about climate change. So I hope the KKN student is the first stimulant in the village in Lampung. So to make that the climate change is the important point to know to them to have a better life in the future for the child, for the next generation. I think uh, like this, Afnan. Thank you. And then Agnes Agisni.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity, Prof. Um, my name is Agustin Maharani, and I am from Siliwangi University. And I wanna ask you about the inclusivity. And so, as we know, we may able to educate community so that they can make a new habits related to the climate change adaptations. But is there a way to make the educations more inclusive, especially for those who are vulnerable, disabled, or even the elderly, so everyone can contribute to each other, not only the youth? That's my question. Thank you.
Oh, uh, can you slowly speak? This is signal is not good like the first time we meet. Or we can, or you can write in the chat room and then I can read the answer. Agisni, please.
Oh, all right, sir. I'm sorry.
And then the
Alright.
last, yeah, Agisni, please write the answer. And the last, Siva Amalia.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the opportunity. I have a question related to community expectation. Uh, as we know, we can educate the community, but sometimes the community expect quick and tangible result from we as a student. However, as you mentioned before, climate change education is a long-term process. So, how can we, as a student, communicate this reality without disappointing the community or making them feel that the program has no impact to them?
Okay, okay. Thank you, Siva. Okay, yes. Long-term support in education is essential to ensure real understanding and sustainable change. However, we also recognize that if the community feel abandoned or see no result, it can lead to disappointment or distrust. That's why it's important to the first uh, set clear and realistic expectation from the beginning. Yeah, we can say to the community, this is a expectation, this is a risk. So they can, some of the expectation is not good, it's okay. They know. So the risk we can explain to them. And the second, build trust through consistent communication and presence. This is so that I ask to you, this KKN just 1 month. So it is not it's not we cannot the goal of the educational, but we make a first step to another educational about climate change. Okay, and the third, involve community members actively in the process so they feel ownership. Uh, in bahasa Indonesia, rasa memilikinya itu ada. Nah, itu involve community membership actively. Ya. And the fourth maybe celebrate small success to maintain motivation. With the one project have a good result, so we can celebrate. Oh, thank you. Give award or reward from the community. Thank you for all the people. We can have a more good water now or more good. This is a example. And maybe the last, provide ongoing mentorship rather just one-time training. So this is not for you, but this is not for the government. Yeah, government to provide ongoing mentorship. So that just one-time training or one jump task meeting, it's finished. This is not good result for the end. So have government have a task to provide the mentorship all the time. This is a task of government. Okay, thank you, Siva. And then the last answer from Agisni. Oh, okay, I see. As that I say that explain, yeah, some so everyone can contribute to each other, not only the young. In my presentation, I was explain the head village. Head village had, as a stakeholder, what we can do about as a head village, as a apa, as a farmer, as a woman. So they have some to do about climate change with the position. Yeah. So if just the yacht, this is not now, but it's the future. So the apa, the more inclusive is not good, but I think all the people must contribute. So the last my presentation slide, this is about collaborate with stakeholder. Yeah, we can do alone, we can do with together. Yeah, not lonely, just young, old. Yeah, this is for all people to educational climate change. Okay, Agisni, thank you. I think the time is more over with nah. So thank you for your kind attention. See you next. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Prof.
Thank you, Prof, for the
Oh,
time.
Okay, sukses for all of you. See you next.